Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Jamie. For those who don't know me, Jamie Nash. And I'm an IT recruiter. I love sports and I love to be active. I'm obsessed with my dog, Sammy, Pork Chop Lee, and my niece, Charlotte. I have a good track record in fantasy football and have won more tournaments than my husband, Adam. All right. I first came to A&F in May of 2023. My sister recently moved from Florida for my brother-in-law's job, and I came down to help with them since I work remotely. At the same time, Adam, my fiance at the time, and had his second clinical rotation at Bedford, Texas. And it's crazy to me because at the time we had no idea my sister was moving to Texas. We found out during our Vietnam trip. It just so happened that we were going to be there at the same time. So we were so gracious to have a place to stay and also hang out with my niece, Charlotte. I also want to emphasize our intention was never to move to Texas, but more to have a experience living outside of Illinois for a couple of months. Back in Chicago, I've grown up in a Korean American church, but for the past 8+ years, we've been attending more American churches. I wasn't sure how I would feel about attending A&F since cultures and expectations were very different. I also previously from our experiences from other Korean American churches in Dallas were not as welcoming and somewhere that we couldn't get connected. My sister Googled churches near Flower Mound, and that's how we chose to come to A&F since it's 12 minutes down the road. To be honest, I had the expectation we were just going to go to service and come back home. I wasn't sure what it was, but before service started, I remember Jess and Sam being so welcoming and connecting with us on a deeper level. The service itself was great and it felt nostalgic, and honestly, it felt like home. Even during lunch, getting to know Steven and Richard, it felt different, and everyone that we interacted with seemed like they cared. Jess asked us to come to house church that following week to Nathan's and Pummy's, and he made the best chicken curry. Um, Even sharing time and afterwards, our conversations with Sam, Pummy, Nathan felt so different and meaningful. I've struggled to find a community at church for a long time, and it felt like I could be myself in a spiritual way. We were supposed to head back to Chicago soon, and I felt sad because I felt like I could actually see myself living in Texas. Adam and I always talked about living in another state, but I never thought it could become an actual reality. I felt like God was convicting me and also calling me to move to Texas. I'm not going to lie, I selfishly made the decision in my heart to move to Texas after Adam was done with PT school. I didn't really talk to him about it, but obviously later on we did. Not only did I feel like I could build a community with A&F, but I had my family, and I've always wanted my future kids growing up with Charlotte. Over a year, I would fly back and forth to visit A&F, but it wasn't until the fall of 2023 we made the decision to move to Texas. Through house church, I felt that there was a strong community where we could really grow and encourage one another, but I still didn't know the purpose of house church. I also didn't really know PD. I kind of just skipped to find the community, and it wasn't till newcomers class where we learned the true meaning of A&F and the purpose of house church. For months, I've had the desire to join A&F as a member, but the class reconfirmed my decision along with my conversation with PD during RJM. I also felt that Adam was getting so encouraged to grow in his faith, which also encouraged me to grow in my faith. The Holy Spirit moves in house church, and I want to be in a community where I can bring those to Christ. And becoming a member, I feel it is a commitment similar to marriage. We are God's bride, as in the church, and He is the groom. It is a commitment where it'll be tough at times, but trusting God to lead me is what I'm excited for in this next chapter. In order to follow His commands and obey, we need to build each other up so we can bring others to know Him. I would like to build a church where we would genuinely love one another and reach out to those who are lost. To be honest, I don't have any specific talents or gifts, but I love supporting those who need my help or in helping areas that are needed. Well, one of the questions that was listed was that what do you like about or like or dislike about PD? Uh, I love PD's heart and how gentle he is. He has so much wisdom, and being a part of transforming life, it has been helping my faith. I'm grateful for his support and love for me. And I like everything about PD. So I'm excited to be a part of ANF and get to know each one of you and help others come to Christ. Thank you.